Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Stellaris. In the last video, we encountered a primitive race that is not yet spacefaring, but they're very close to it. They're at the early stages of space flight, so they may be a spacefaring race soon. And also, we were going to start attempting negotiations with the Bothrians here because our relations are now cordial, which means they might be a little bit more willing to do things. Okay, so attitude is still a thing here, but these are honestly more, like, for instance, they're much more willing to do an alliance than they are to be a vassal for obvious reasons, because we are equivalent empires, although our empire is slightly bigger because it looks like they only have one planet. So as far as alliance goes, because they're a pacifist and we're not, we have a pretty big penalty, and there's a base rather large penalty, so we're going to have to wait for that. But we may be able to do some other things with them. So let's go to the trade deals. And one of the things that I actually want from them is civilian access, so we can go in and survey their worlds. So right now, they're only at a -1. Other things we can do, actually. Let's close that. It's a non-aggression pledge. Or cannot be declared against the other party for the duration of the trade deal. So, all right, so they're not too willing to do that. But we could probably push them towards it. We can guarantee them independence. They like that. We could make it mutual, but they don't like that. They don't like having to guarantee our independence. But maybe we could make a non-aggression pledge part of it. Like so. Although, still, it looks like they wouldn't accept. Okay. Gonna have to play around with things, because Alright, so it gives the other party a... Okay, so reduced cost for things that they have already researched. So we have to do that. Okay, we're not getting an indicator of why they hate that, though. They just hate it. Okay. Well, the main thing I want is that border access. Everything else is kind of moot, so let's try and get it. So they're only slightly opposed to it. We could give them, maybe our star charts would sweeten the deal. Or we could give them civilian access too, although they don't really care about that, do they? Maybe we'll give them a little bit of resources too. So we'll give them star charts. I don't care if they have that. And then minerals, we'll do an instant transfer, and we'll just give them enough to get the things positive here. All right, there we go. Right there. So 32, not a big deal. We get that much in a month. And we'll get civilian access of their systems, which is something that I want. We could alternatively just wait until we have an alliance and get that stuff anyway. You know what? I think because we've gotten star charts from them, everything in their system is more or less already surveyed. Like, yeah, but we could go past them. That would be the more important thing, wouldn't it? You know what? Right now, we're not hemmed in. I'm just going to wait. Maybe we could get an alliance with them and worry about that later. I just wanted to see what our options were. But they're close to being able to do things, and that's the one thing I wanted to check on. Any case, let's go ahead and continue. Ooh. All right, so we got one of the anomalies, I'm assuming. So, alien writing. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Hizzle 4. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. So, we get some society research at that planet. Okay. And that means that our science ship here is now not doing anything. All right. So this science ship is our lowest level one, right? Although it will be level 3 soon. I'm wondering, once they're done with their survey here, maybe we send them over here to check out the clouds as per the situation log. So the void clouds, it says we need to watch 5, and it gives us indicators of where they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if all we have to do is jump into the system or what is all involved with that. But we'll go ahead and grab this guy, and we'll have him survey here. Then when this guy is done, I'll send him over. I'll probably put him on passive so he doesn't run away right away. Maybe we have to stick around for a little while. I'm not exactly sure. So we'll have to check, make sure the situation log is good to go, and then we'll go from there. Also, on test, do we have our population point popping out yet? No. But things are going fairly well here as our borders continue to push out off of this colony. Getting access to these resources over here would be very helpful. If we don't get them, though, I can always colonize this planet to push out our borders even more. But we'll have to see. I'd prefer to colonize planets that are more habitable for us, like these two systems here. I just did this system first because it gave me access to resources I couldn't reach. We also might want to put an outpost out here, but we can't yet afford it. It cost us 200 last time we did it, and we're nowhere near that at the moment. Out of curiosity, how are our technologies going? So, right now we're working on an investigation of the Gamma aliens. And when that's done, we'll probably work on the next group. Okay, so we've got space amoebas. The entities encountered by our fleet some time ago are space-borne forms of life, quickly nicknamed space amoeba, following an analyst's gross misreading of initial sensor output. The creature is in fact larger than the average Testoran corvette. Further study is warranted. We may choose to either remotely monitor the creature and its kin from test, or attempt to swiftly bring down a specimen to study and eventually commercially exploit its remains. So we can remotely study them, or we have to do this. I think this is the better call because I don't think our fleet can really tackle them at the moment. So let's do this one here. So we're going to do a special project to remotely study them. All right, so we've got a new project. First off, Space Amoeba Observation is a 90-day project, and it is a society one. So unfortunately, we can't do this and do the next group of aliens at the same time. We're going to go ahead anyway. So we're going to research the space amoebas because it only takes 90 days as opposed to the 180 days of investigating a new race. I thought we already did this one. I mean, oh, observation post. Okay. That would be over here. And again, we're going to need an outpost to be able to do that. I more than likely would want to put that in this system here. You saw them? Because that might give us access to all of these planets here, because they're pretty close together. All right, so we have asteroid fauna. Amazingly, while conducting their survey of 91FQ38, the crew of the Gauglier picked up several life signs coming from within the asteroid. There appears to be a colony of large, burrowing, worm-like lithivores within the rock, which has been riddled with tunnels. These unique life forms have somehow adapted to a life in the coldness of space. And these creatures should be studied, so we just get more society research here. Which is actually fantastic, because this group of planets has a lot of stuff going on with it. So go ahead and then send you to survey this system, which we have yet to survey, which should come very close to finishing off the habitable world survey mission thing that we have to do. And our construction ship is busy working on that. Okay, so we're pretty much good to go. Actually, to the point that I think I'm going to speed up a little bit more here. Ooh, we got a level up here. So that's the one guy that was close to level 3 that we already knew about. That's fine. Continue to go at a faster speed here. All right, special project is done. So the space amoebas, the nickname now lovingly popularized on test, are solitary animals. When left to their own devices, all but the youngest specimens are accompanied by quasi-independent organisms, dubbed flagella, seemingly spawned by the amoeba and programmed through liquid RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. Initially assumed to be young space amoebas, the flagella do not seem to factor into any reproductive mechanics. Each individual flagellum instead operating solely as a disconnected limb for its host amoeba. These flagella are capable of manipulating and even attacking objects in an oppressive yet restricted range around the host, periodically returning to lodge inside the host amoeba's body for reprogramming. There are potential military applications of the graceful patterns of circulation apparent in the flagella's movement. Okay, so we get the flagellating movement modifier added, giving the following effects: evasion plus 5%. Okay, so interesting. What is that exactly? Is that a tech, or is that just a... what would that be under, actually? Maybe... Ah, here we go. Yeah, it's just a modifier. So we've got the extra dimensional insight, which is that big bonus to research that we currently have, but it has a time limit. But this looks like a permanent evasion bonus. So that's great. It looks like pursuing these alien races is really beneficial to us, especially long-term like that. All right. Okay, so they have established an embassy with us, but we've already done that to them, so that's great. Out of curiosity, let's just keep checking in on them. So we're now at 62 with them, which is still cordial. And how willing would they be to do an alliance? Still at minus 45. I mean, they might offer it to us, and if they do, we will accept. As they are a Federation builder. Okay, we've got another Anomaly here. Okay, it's a level 3. I'm going to leave it be for now, because we do have somebody very close to level 4. And anyway, he's still surveying there. As a matter of fact, how close is this guy? Oh, he is at level 4 now. All right, so when he's done here, we'll send him along. And our construction ship has now completed everything it can do. Now over here, we didn't do anything with that science because we didn't want to override. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Hopefully this colony continues to push out. It looks like it's getting close to pushing in here. We definitely want these resources that are in here. And also, the quicker this colony gets done, the sooner that we... All right, so the system survey is done. And this guy is the guy that we were going to send over here to check this out. But as I said, I want this to be passive rather than evasive, so that when they jump into the system, we'll have to see what we need to do. So all right, so we've got a research. All right, so this is the fusion power so that we can upgrade our ships here. All right, the next one we have is survey speed, which may be nice. It also gives us sensors, which increases our sensor range. We've got planetary fortification, which unlocks, deflectors, which gives us planetary fortification and the deflectors for our ships. Solar panel network. I think we're going to want to do this, honestly, because of the energy resources that we're burning through. Although, this upgrades our power plants. And that's pretty nice, because it also affects our special power plant as well. So I'm doing that. That's one thing that for sure I'm going to be working on that. And we might actually switch our scientists over if once we're done with this, we get something that we want that isn't an industry tech, because this is an industry tech. We could swap our scientists around and get a better bonus over here. Move it from 36 to 41%. Okay. We also want to improve our science intake here, if we can. But, ooh, hostile fleet. Okay, let's jump into the system. And the first thing I want to do, go to the situation log. Okay, we did what we needed to do. So I'm going to switch this guy back to evasive. So all we need to do is jump into the system. We don't need to do anything else. So once we encounter them, that's it. So maybe we want to focus on that, actually. So if I come out here, the next closest one is over here. And then we've got ones over here that we really can't reach because of hostile aliens in the middle or in between. So right now, this guy is just going to flee. And then once he's done fleeing, we're going to send him... Oh, we can't go this way. Wow. All right. So this guy here is really blocking us in. It's possible that there's nothing there, but it's also possible that there is something there. We could also fleet up here and tackle that. Maybe I'll wait until I get the deflectors. That will give me more ability to combat. Maybe the aliens that are there. And we can just go and survey things once this guy has left the system. There we go. Okay. So we're going to want to come over here, I guess, and survey this system. All right, the colony is officially established now, so let's hop in there and take a look at it. All right, so currently we're working here. We're getting food, which is going to help the planet expand overall. And then my next population point will go here, which is fine. Can we upgrade this? No, we have to have 5 population points overall. So once this comes, I'm probably going to build a hydroponic farm so that we can get the population moving. And how far away are we from the robot tech? We've got 2 months. Okay. Not too bad. And hopefully our borders continue to push out, because we definitely need to continue to get resources here. We have plenty of habitable worlds nearby. We just don't have much in the way of resources. Especially science would be nice. All right. So currently, we are... Okay, so this is a level 1 anomaly. You know what? We might as well just have this guy work on it. Now, is that the guy that's actually in system? Yeah, Gethmar is the one in system. So, I'm going to change the scientist to Gethmar. %7% versus 15%. Let's see how close they are to finishing here. So there's, looks like 2 planetary bodies maybe left that need surveyed. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll just send out, this ship here to continue to survey planets we haven't yet reached. And I think we'll go here. Now we're starting to get hemmed in by these alien vessels, but hopefully we don't encounter any more. If only there was a bridge from here to here, we could go over there. I'll just keep an eye on our border. Okay, so survey completed. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Test. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued research of strange life forms. So this is going to give us society research and energy credits. Wow. We need both of those things, so that's great. And speaking of which, let's go to tests now that we have those energy credits, and we'll use them. So let's go ahead and clear out, because this will give us science. Let's clear out both of these. And the great thing about the robots when we get them is we can build them in places that are like mineral rich and have them work the minerals and have our population work the science, because robots don't work science very well. And that would actually really help overall to increase our science here. We could also have the robots work food and things like that, but I think they get a bonus to mineral production, so we probably want them to work on that for sure. All right. Oh, and we got a technology research, which is the robots, which we were just talking about. All right, so let's go to new research. Now, we get a bonus here to industry, but I don't see any industry. So we can get armor, which we already have some progress to. We can get an ion thruster, which would be an engine. Or you can get a defense platform. You know, because we already have progress to some of these, I think we should go for the armor here. Because I think at the moment we don't have any, and we're already working on deflectors. So get our defenses up. And as you can see, we already have some progress there. Now we're going to want to switch around our scientists, because no longer are we getting a benefit out of this guy. So we want our guy with the industry research and do that. And then we're going to grab the other guy that isn't currently researching anything, which is here. There we go. So now we have 41% here, 34% here, and 36% here. Curious why we're getting more of a bonus over here. Oh, higher level. Got it. All right. So let's continue. Ooh. All right, so this guy is flying through our system. One of our science ships is not doing anything. It's because we completed our survey over here. All right, so we want to move on to a new oh, no, wait, there was an anomaly. And we want them to research that. Okay. So we have to keep an eye on where this goes. Oh, we have another anomaly. Okay. We'll leave B. All right, well, it's in a system where we've got stuff, so we got to get our fleet in there. Okay. Possible the Space Amoeba won't attack anything, but we have to make sure it doesn't. I don't know if we have the strength to actually deal with it. Why are you evading? You're on evasive for some reason. Oh. Who's evading what? Hold on. I gotta back out here. So we've got passive fleet stance. Now there's only one of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in orbit here with both of these fleets in case this guy comes. And then where's our construction ship? Oh, our construction ship is in the same spot. Okay. So yeah, we do want him to be evasive. And I'm going to jump over there. I'm curious why the construction ship was there. Maybe we accidentally selected him when we selected the military fleet. Could be. Right now, the Amoeba doesn't look like it's doing anything. It's just jumping out. There we go. Okay. Keep an eye on it. Okay, it's gone over there somewhere. Okay, that's fine. Just bring our two fleets together. Probably will merge them together if it doesn't do that automatically. All right. Okay, let's see if we can grab both of these guys now. There we go. And merge. Okay. Oh, we got another Proto Civilization. So the survey of Cipollin 3 has revealed that certain regions of the planet are home to primitive alien Proto Civilization. Our probes show that their Neolithic culture has mastered fire and developed a rudimentary spoken language, but we have yet to see any evidence of metallurgy or written communication, so much more primitive than the other aliens that we encountered that are not yet spacefaring. Okay, so these guys, we're actually going to redeploy to the home system here. And we're going to want to upgrade them soon as these research things get done. Oh, we didn't do deflectors. I misremembered that. Okay. I remember it was available, but we didn't do it. And that's over here that we have that. And we also have the anomaly there as well. Okay. And we have our other ship working on anomaly already, so... Alright. So this guy's done. We'll send him out in the only direction we can go at the moment, which is down this way. Although I'm starting to think, we already have two science ships over here. I'm going to go over here and see if that one alien is still there. And if they're not, we'll survey the system and move along. If they are, we'll escape because they're set on evasive. And once our anomaly gets done here, we'll send it over to the other anomaly. Okay, so old explorer. Located in a remote part of Dearth 3, the science team of Goglier has found an out-of-place metallic tablet. It contains basic information about a distant system using illustrations and what appears to be a periodic table. Science officer Abu Glor has been able to use the information to deduce the location of and potential resources of the system. Okay. Not sure what system that would be. Probably over here. Okay. And then you, because you're done, are going to go over to this anomaly. Then we have another anomaly over here, which is 22%. We'll start off with the one that's easy, and then we'll go over to the level 3 one. But I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.